If you love card making with a combination of stamps, dies, embossing folders, and layering stencils, you need to see this video. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and in today's video, I'll be working with Altenew's Craft Your Life Project Kit. This month's kit is called Sunshine Flowers, and like I mentioned, there's a 6x8 stamp set, there's dies, there's an embossing folder, and there's layering stencils to color in that stamp. This kit is not available in the Altenew store. You have to be a subscriber in order to grab this kit. This video is also part of a YouTube hop. There's tons of prizes, and I'll be sharing all of the details about the hop in the YouTube description box below this video. So let me quickly show you what comes inside this kit. First up, this is the Sunshine Flowers stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set. You can see there are two large flower images. Those will easily fill an A2 card on their own. There's also a ton of sentiments. There are some larger, big impact sentiments and smaller sub-sentiments. This is the die set. You can see it cuts out both flowers as well as the big hugs, and Hello Friend is a die as well that can be shadow cut too. This is the Sunshine Flowers embossing folder, and it matches up with one of the stamps. This is the Sunshine Flowers layering stencils. You can see that you'll be able to create color for the flowers and the leaves of both stamp images and the embossing folder. Now let's use those supplies to make some cards. For this first card, I'm using the image that's the bottom flower on the stamp set, and I'm using my Altenew stamp wheel to stamp that flower. This way, if I don't get the perfect impression the first time, I can just flip that over and try again with some more ink. So especially with a large stamp like this, something like the stamp wheel is very handy to get all those little details stamped out. Now you can also use the stamp wheel with your stencil, because that sticky mat in the back will hold the cardstock in place and also hold your stencil in place where the stencil touches the sticky mat. If I have pieces of the stencil that are not touching the sticky mat, I still do use a little bit of washi tape just to hold it in place. So you can see it's very easy ink blending. It's very easy to line up the stencil with the stamped image because it is basic shapes, and there's really just a couple of layers per section of the flower. So all those teeny tiny little petals in the center had 2 parts of a stencil. These leaves have 2 parts of a stencil, and the 2 parts is what makes it look like you colored it in, because there's 2 different colors in that one section. So it's really nice to be able to have both the stamps and the stencils and then the dies too, to cut them all out. So I absolutely adore layering stencils. I think they're one of the best, latest inventions of card making, because for people who don't have time to do a lot of detailed coloring, this is a great way to go with those gorgeous flower stamps. Now, of course, you could do alcohol marker coloring, you could do watercoloring with those stamps, whatever you want, but it's nice to have the option of the layering stencil if you need a gorgeous card and you need it quickly. And that is definitely my motto. If you can get it done quick and still have it look like you put a ton of work into it, I say it is totally worth it. So then I'm using the die to cut out this image. Now you can see the image was larger than the paper that I had it on, so it just goes straight on the ends, but that's okay because I'll just cut it to fit the card. Now I have some cardstock layered over some gold mirror, and then I'll line up the flower to the edges of the A2 there. And like I mentioned, the stamps really fill up an entire A2 card. I have the Hello Friend letters cut out, and I have a shadow cut out. The shadow is in white cardstock, the Hello Friend is in gold mirror, and I basically put a little adhesive behind the Hello Friend and then just placed it on top of the shadow and popped it out with a paper piercer. Then I can pop this up on foam adhesive to give it extra dimension and place it really anywhere you want on the card. It could be on the flower, on the bottom, or on the top like I did here. For the next card, it's actually 2 cards. So we're going to do a 2-in-1 here. So I'm using a larger piece of white cardstock so that I can stamp the entire flower with nothing hanging off the sides. I put a little anti-static powder on that white cardstock, and then I'm positioning the flower in the center of the white cardstock. I'll use a little embossing ink to ink up that large flower, make sure I get a really good impression, and then peel that up so I can pour some gold embossing powder on top. So like I mentioned, instead of stamping on an A2 cardstock, which would have some of the flower hanging off the side, I did a larger piece of cardstock so I could get the whole flower. And now I'm using some Altenew ink cubes to use the stencils and color in this flower. So I have the blush that's the lightest color of this set, and I'm starting with the most open area of these petals, and I don't really color them in to be completely opaque. I want a little bit of white showing here and there because I feel like that's how petals actually look. And then I'll do a little bit of darker ink at the center of the flower. Now for the actual flower center, I'll line up my stencil here, and I'm using that stamp wheel again from Altenew to hold the stencil in place, but also to hold the cardstock in place so that nothing moves and I can ink up my flower very easily this way. I also really love using this set of ink cubes because they come in lightest to darkest, 4 of one color. And so you can really use just these cubes to color in an image like this. Other than the leaves, obviously, I used green on the leaves. But for the main flower, there's just a few areas that you're going to have different layers. So you'll just use a few of those colors. I think I used 3 of the colors of ink there. And for the leaves, it's just 2 different colors of green. You could even do a light color on the bottom and then just use a heavier hand on the second layer. So you don't need a ton of full-sized ink pads to get this beautiful image. You can just grab a couple of cube sets like this, or you can do, like I just mentioned, a lighter hand with one layer and a much darker hand with the second layer. And you can see I do that even with the petals. Even using all 4 of these colors, I do like to have the darkest area be at the flower center and then radiating out, have it be a little bit lighter. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love these colors together. I think they're so beautiful, and the images are so detailed and stunning. There's no way that if I colored this image in myself that I would get it to look this good. So I'm just admitting my, capabilities are not like that, but you can absolutely color them in yourself. But I just love having this option of the stencil to color these in. Now I'll use the dies to cut these flowers out. And as I mentioned, because I used a larger piece of cardstock, I'm able to get the entire flower and leaves cut out. So I'm putting foam adhesive on half of each of the flowers, and then I'll flip it over. This is onto a A2 piece of cardstock, then flip it over and cut off the excess. That's about half of the flower. This is how you get 2 cards for 1. So now with the other flower, I've put foam adhesive on just half of it. I'm going to overlap a little bit where those leaves are, but I have it kind of on a diagonal where one flower is in the upper right and one flower is in lower left. Again, flip it over and cut off anything that's hanging off the A2 piece of white cardstock. Now I have 2 large pieces of flowers to make a second card. And this time, instead of going diagonal, I'll just have them meet at the bottom. And again, the leaves overlapping a little bit. I've stamped a big hug sentiment, and I'll let that dry because I'm going to cut it out. For this card, I'm going to stamp the sentiments directly onto the card panel. So I have a couple of sentiments picked out from the stamp set. I flip over the stamp wheel and ink it up, and then flip it over again and stamp it down. And so you can get a perfect placement. You can also stamp it multiple times. I've cut out the big hugs die for the second card, and I can pop that up on foam adhesive. I've decided to add a little sub-sentiment that says, "Take care, my friend." Again, you can stamp it multiple times to get the perfect impression, and then I'll pop that up above the big hugs sentiment at the bottom. I love these big bold flowers, and I love getting 2 cards out of one session of coloring and stamping and using that stencil. For this card, I'm starting with the embossing folder. Again, I have about a 6x6 piece of white cardstock so I can emboss the entire flower, and then I'll use the stencil that matches up with the embossing folder. It also matches up with one of the stamped images, and I'll color it in. And I have a second set of Altenew ink cubes here. Again, they are 4 different shades of one hue, and they're absolutely gorgeous. This time it's shades of, it's kind of a teal and light blue and aqua. It's just really gorgeous color set. So again, using different layers and the ability to have different pressure on your ink blending tool will give you a darker image at the center of that flower and a lighter image on the outside. And again, just a couple of green colors to color in those leaves. Now that I have it all done, I will cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 so I can pop it up on an A2 piece of white cardstock. I haven't done white on white like that in a long time, and I really like the way it turned out here. I did again stamp the big hug sentiment so I could die cut it out and then pop it up on top of that flower. And then I stamped a sub sentiment at the top right hand corner that says "Sending Love." Again, just so easy to pull this together and color in these images, and they're big and bold, and they take up a whole A2 piece of cardstock, and they just look phenomenal, and it's so easy to create these cards. I love the idea of the Craft Your Life project kit from Altenew because all the supplies that are included are ones that I love to work with. If you're not already a subscriber, you have until October 2nd to subscribe in order to get this kit. Don't forget to head down below to the YouTube description box and find out exactly how to enter the giveaways for this YouTube hop. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.